I parked when we went to the mall. There's A section, B section, and then there's numbers. There's A2, B2, R2, D2. Oh wait, that's a Star Wars character. I wonder if R2-D2 was named after the parking lot section he was conceived in. Things to think about. Well, I hope you didn't get confused on this one. C-section stands for cesarean section, and if you said cesarean section, you got it right, my friends. Yes, a C-section is a medical procedure where a birth doctor will make an incision in the mother's abdomen to deliver a baby. I suppose if you cut your couch open and a little baby couch comes out, couch sectional. Yeah, could also be right, but not this time. And now it's time for question number 3, and here it is. Braxton Hicks is a contraction R&B singer or city in Iowa. I could have sworn I knew a Braxton Hicks on the debate team in high school. Or was that the name of my actual high school? Things to think about. It's all a haze at this point, to be honest. I don't know what we're talking about, but I'm having a heck of a good time. We're only on our 3rd question, and I'm already talking nonsense. Amazing. Good. Okay, Braxton Hicks sounds like it could be anything. But in this case, Braxton Hicks is a contraction. Contraction is the correct answer. Braxton Hicks might sound like a singer or a city, but is actually known as a false labor pain. Yes, they tend to come on in the 3rd trimester of pregnancy. It's like your uterus is doing fire drills with your body, but instead of getting you ready for a fire, it's getting you ready for a birth. Ow! So no need for drills, uterus. Thank you, I'm set. All right. All this uterus talk is making it hot in here, or is it just me? I don't know. All I know is it's time for our hot and bothered question of the day. Let's turn the heat up for question number 4, shall we? Who is accredited for inventing the rubber used for making condoms? Is it Dan Hancock, Bill Condamarin, or Charles Goodyear? I never thought about how condoms are made personally. I just know what they help not to make. Apparently, the use of condom-like objects goes way back to ancient Greeks and Romans who used the bladders of animals to protect the women. Now, it wasn't so much pregnancy they feared actually, but scorpions and serpents they thought might be in semen. And that's one way to put it. Great. The inventor who helped save us from scorpions and serpents was Charles Goodyear. Yeah, Charles Goodyear is the correct answer. He created the rubber vulcanization process, which makes rubber stronger and more flexible. He created it in 1839 and patented it in 1844. The first rubber condom was produced in 1855, and that's how we beat the scorpions and serpents. All right, let's see. We have 2,100 people who are watching. We have 1,202 players still in the running. That's 50% of you guys. You're doing really well, I must say. Yeah. So if you missed an answer, blame the scorpions and serpents, but don't go just yet. Stick around and play. It's not only about the money, it's our final show of the season. So we won't be gone, though. Keep following Scary Mommy on Facebook, follow us on Snapchat, and follow @ScaryMommy on Instagram. Now, let's see if we can beat question 5. We call the 1980s the 80s, the 1990s the 90s, but what do we call the first decade of the 2000s? Is it zeros, aughts, or millennia? We love talking about the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then the, what are those called? What? Centuries are like babies. You refer to them by exact age up until a certain point. My baby is 3 days old, 1 week old, 2 months old, 18 months old, and then at a certain point you lose count and say, ask them, they can talk now. Cool. There's a word we have settled on to refer to the first decade of the 2000s, and that is the aughts. Now, if you said aughts, you got it. You ought not to get mad if you didn't say aught. Aught is a noun meaning zero, and therefore the aughts. Now, once we get to the 2020s, we will call them the 20s. Will that confuse us with the 1920s? That's confusing, but what isn't confusing is the fact that a bunch of you just got schooled. Sorry about it. Now we have 633 players in the running. There's 1,700 of you that are sticking around to help out, and that is exciting. Honestly, all these numbers are giving me a headache, or is it just time for our That Sick question of the day? Gonna need a doctor. Gonna need a All right, let's get dizzy with question 6. According to the Mayo Clinic, pregnant women are recommended to have no more than how much caffeine per day? Is it 0 milligrams, 50 milligrams, or 200 milligrams? Now, pregnant women have a lot of limitations on what they can eat and drink, and it's when we're at our hungriest. Seems very unfair to me. No more sushi? What? No more soft cheeses, come on. Lunch meat, you've gone too far, doctor, I must say. Caffeine, how will I get through the day? There are limitations on caffeine, and the Mayo Clinic recommends no more than 200 milligrams per day. 200 milligrams is your answer. 200 milligrams is about one 12-ounce cup of coffee per day. So caffeine is actually a stimulant, so it increases your blood pressure and heart rate, both of which are not recommended during pregnancy. It also makes you pee a lot and can lead to dehydration. Whoops! Are you drinking your water? Let's see in the comments, shall we? Rosemary says, not sure what's going on, but I hope I win. Rosemary, love it. YOLO, living that life. Great to have you on board. Thanks for coming to our last show. Allison says, here we go. Allison is ready to play some trivia. We're halfway through. Hopefully you're doing great. Allison, hopefully you're one of the 538 players that are still in the running. Stephanie says, please, Scary Mommy, when you come back, keep everything just as it is. Best show on Facebook. Aw, thanks, Stephanie, for the love. We appreciate that. Hopefully you're doing great in the game and you win some cash tonight. Yeah. And Jade says, hi, everyone. Good luck. Hi, Jade. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Hopefully everyone's doing great out there. I think people want to maybe play some more trivia, right? So let's get to it. Let's do question 7 now. According to MarketWatch, what was the approximate average weekly allowance for kids aged 4 to 14 in 2018? Was it $5, $7, or $9? 4-year-olds are getting allowance these days? For what? Do they go out for lunch in pre-K now? Are the 4-year-olds grabbing a quick Starbucks to recharge for story time after their naps? A lot of parents are starting to focus on teaching their young ones about the value of $1, and what better way than to give them a few dollars every week? Just how much are they getting, though? The average weekly allowance in 2018 was about $9. Now, if you said $9, you got it right. Could you imagine saving up your allowance for a month when you're 4 years old? I mean, you could buy your mom and you lunch. Oh, that's a good reason to give your kids allowance. Train them to spend their money on you. I like it. Brilliant. I think our mom in our next question would like that too. And here is question 8 now. What popular single mom sitcom did Netflix reboot and then cancel after 3 seasons? Was it One Day at a Time, Kate and Allie, or Fuller House? Reboot and then cancel? Geez, Netflix, that's ruthless to do to a single mom sitcom. Married, divorced, rebooted, recanceled. That's just heartless. There are great single mom sitcoms out there. Those single moms were doing it, but not without challenges, and that's actually where the comedy comes in. So, which one was brought back and then canceled? It was One Day at a Time. Yes, One Day at a Time is the correct answer. This sitcom originally came out in 1975, which starred a divorced mother raising 2 teenage daughters in Minneapolis. Remember that Super Schneider? Who didn't love that guy? Well, Netflix, I guess, actually, now that I think about it, after 3 seasons of the reboot, it was canceled and audiences weren't too pleased. I am pleased to say, though, that we are ready for our old-schooled question of the day. Yes, let's rewind to question number 9, shall we? Of these cereals, which was the first to use a mascot? Was it Frosted Flakes, Rice Krispies, or Cap'n Crunch? Cereal is America's favorite breakfast. They started off healthy, then got pretty sugary, and now we're veering back to health. You can't start the day off with a pile of sugar in your milk, but oh, what fun those cereals were. My favorite, Cameos for sure. It was a concoction that I made, thanks for asking. I was also the mascot. It looked a little something like this. Great. Of these cereals, the first that used a mascot was Rice Krispies. Yes, Rice Krispies is your answer. Remember Snap, Crackle, and Pop? By 1933, they became the official mascots, cheering you on to eat that cereal. Later, things got great with Tony the Tiger and Frosted Flakes. Now, if you got that right, you must be feeling, I don't know, great. Yeah, keep up the momentum. We've only got 3 more to go. We're doing it with our Girl Power question of the day. Let's crush the patriarchy with question number 10. Which actress/writer's mom is a well-known photographer? Is it Tina Fey, Britt Marling, or Lena Dunham? 2 generations of women succeeding in the arts? Wow, that's impressive and motivating. Some celebrities are celebrating their first Mother's Day, like Prince Harry and Meghan, who just had their little bun. How cute. Other celeb moms are sharing their posts on Instagram, but maybe this mom duo will too. Who knows? This actress/writer with a photographer mom is Lena Dunham. Yes, Lena Dunham is the answer. Lena is known for her work on the show Girls, and her mother, Lori Simmons, is a successful and prolific photographer and artist who continues to put out creative work to this day using dolls, ventriloquist dummies, and more. So check it out. It's pretty impressive stuff. You know what else is pretty impressive? We only have 2 questions left, and let me tell you, we got 176 players in the running, 900 of you that are still watching and helping out. Holy moly. Again, only 2 questions left. This is way too exciting. I think we should get to question 11 now. What is an essential item used for making baked Alaska? Is it plastic wrap, silicone baking mat, or king crab? Bakers and cooks talk at length about how wonderful the process of cooking and baking is. It's meditative, it's a science, it's satisfying. Well, I love to cook and I love to bake too, but what I really love is to order it online and have someone else make it for me. Oops. I can meditate while the food is on its way. It's a science, figuring out the best way to order from with the best rep for quick delivery, and it's so satisfying when it comes, I will say. When it comes to baked Alaska, the essential item is plastic wrap. Turns out, yeah, plastic wrap is the correct answer. Baked Alaska is an ice cream cake, therefore the Alaska part, and covered in meringue, therefore the baked part. Now you put the ice cream in a plastic wrap bowl in order to mold it into a domed shape. Yes, without that plastic wrap, it will be pretty hard to get the ice cream out of the bowl. So follow the recipe, or just order it online like I would. I'm ordering up our final question of the day, folks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is it. Your final question, your last chance. Oh my gosh, the big enchilada, the finale. So do some quick jumping jacks, put out some positive thoughts, maybe apologize to someone you've wronged and make it right? But before we go to question 12, there's 158 players in the running, 870 that are watching. The stakes couldn't be higher. All right, here we go. Question 12 coming up right now. In 2012's The Avengers, where does Coulson tell Black Widow's interrogator he is located? Is it Stark Tower, Zelensky Plaza, or Hydra headquarters? The new Avengers movie is out. It's long. Yeah, it's got Tony Stark, Pepper Potts, Thor, Black Widow, Captain America, Bruce Banner, the whole crew. It's epic and it's exciting. I haven't seen it, so no spoilers, please, but I will have to spoil the 2012 version with the final answer. In the 2012 Black Widow scene, Coulson tells the interrogator he is at Zelensky Plaza. Yes, if you picked Zelensky Plaza, you did it. You got it right. Before the interrogator hands the phone over to the Black Widow, Coulson says, "You're at 114 Zelensky Plaza, 3rd floor. We have an F-22 exactly 8 miles out. Put the woman on the phone, or I will blow up the block before you can make the lobby." Boom! That's good stuff. Also good stuff is the fact that there is a total of 119 total winners, which means $8.41 are awarded to each. Some shout outs to Rob, Terry, Luna, Lori, Kevin, Fee, Lucy, Winetta, just a few of you. Again, 119 just won our last game. Congratulations to all of you. You aced the final exam. You're summa cum laude for trivia. Clap for yourselves. Give yourselves a standing O because you know everything from A to Z. You're baking in Alaska while eating right